Hey there, everybody. PTPOP here. Just sitting here waiting for my wife while she's at a doctor's appointment. And I thought you'd let you all know that tonight not tonight, in about an hour and a half, I'm going to be interviewing my good friend and college buddy Logan Rogers. And Logan was the inspiration behind my first documentary, The Artist. And I have known Logan for close to 40 years now. We met in college. He's a very talented painter, graphic designer, and he's also now the mayor of his hometown where we filmed The Artist. He's the mayor of Tip City in or near Dayton. It's like a suburb of Dayton. So I'm not doing it live, but I'll probably post it tonight. He's driving up here to meet a friend, and he was going to stop by and see me on the way. So I think we're gonna do we talked about doing the interview at a local bar, but the problem with that is there's usually music playing at these bars, and if YouTube's algorithm hears famous established bands like the Who, the Beatles, the Eagles, they'll block the video worldwide, and it will do me no good to do an interview with Logan. It'll completely defeat the purpose to do it in a bar, though the setting would have been nice. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen Logan since November, and Logan and I have gotten reacquainted since college because of social media, and also I moved back to Ohio, and we've seen each other a bunch since I moved back. Most of it was because of making my first documentary, The Artist. For those of you that don't know, I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I've made 2 documentaries. I've actually made more than that, but 2 of them are in the can, or they're on the shelf. One's on the shelf. It got canned because the person I was working with, I guess, ghosted me. I had another one I was going to start. I'm working on a mini documentary about an artist from Columbus named Fatima Taylor. She's a very talented Ohio University PhD student. She just got her master's from Ohio University, and she's onto their doctorate program. And I'm doing a mini, like maybe 15-20 minute documentary with her about her inspirations and her art. I've been editing that for a couple of weeks. And with Logan, I've known Logan since probably 1985, so I guess maybe it is 40 years. Maybe it was 86. I can't remember when he came to OU. He transferred to OU, I think, from University of Dayton. I could be wrong on that, but then he and I joined the fraternity. I joined my fraternity, Theta Chi fraternity, and I joined them in the spring of 1985. I think Logan must have rushed and joined our fraternity in the winter of yeah, it must have been the winter of 85, something like that. We've known each other about 40 years. He's a very talented guy, and he's the source of a lot of my inspiration to do what I do as an artist, but he's also the person back when I was in college and I was insecure and young and didn't believe in myself. He didn't directly know this. He never did this intentionally, but when I saw how good I thought he was when I was younger, he was one of the reasons why I switched my major, because I felt, maybe I'm not that good and I should probably get the heck out of art. And that's not a knock on him. It was just I was very insecure as an artist. I was very insecure as a man at the time, and I switched my degree to communications. There were a lot of other factors behind it too. My mother was sick at home. She became disabled, and I felt I wasn't going to be able to make real money with a fine art degree from Ohio University. It turns out I wasn't able to make real money with communications and a business management degree from Ohio University, because college, as we are all finding out, is a whole lot of hoo-ha. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. So I'm really excited about seeing Logan today, probably about an hour and a half or so. And we're going to discuss his current life, his current inspirations, what what art he's working on, and how he balances life between being an artist and being the mayor of Tip City. And if you've never been to Tip City, it's a great little town. It's almost identical to the town I grew up in. It's just a small little Ohio town with really nice people. It's still a fairly safe place to be, where you can probably leave your doors unlocked. They'll probably, in this day and age, anywhere in the country, you probably don't want to leave your doors unlocked at home. But it's a nice little town. It's got some great places, great little restaurants. A restaurant called Harrison's, and I always forget the name of this pub. And the guy that owns it was in my documentary. I always call it Sheehan's. I think it's called Sheehan's Pub. It's a great little brew house there in downtown Tip. And there's a lot of really nice people down there. It's a nice, quiet, sleepy little town. And I hope they keep it that way, because my hometown went by the way of the corporate giants, and now there's giant Walmarts and Home Depots and Giant Eagles in my small town. There's tattoo parlors and all kinds of god-awful things I consider to be god-awful. That little town didn't need it. But oddly enough, my hometown doesn't have any really good sit-down restaurants. They used to have a place called the Chardon Lakes Inn. I think they went out of business. So Logan and I are going to chat. And I've got a list of questions for him. We're going to kind of probably try to just shoot the breeze. It'll probably be kind of more of an impromptu thing, which I'll throw some questions in while we're chatting. We're going to do it from my home studio, where I do my PTPOP videos. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Damn, I gotta get an oil change. I'm about 2 months past my date for my oil change, it says here on the sticker. Isn't that sad? And we'll see what happens with that. It is a beautiful day here today. I think it is July 18th, 2025 at 2:40 p.m. No, I'm sorry, 1:26 p.m. 1:26 p.m. And it is an overcast day, but it's warm. It's 69 degrees. It's a beautiful day. It's too bad Ohio wasn't like this year round. Everyone would want to live here. It's an absolutely great day. I am working on a bunch of different projects. I'm working on a new music video for my song Sunday Driver. If you watch my monster movie host channel called Midnight Mutant Theater, I displayed a new song of mine called Sunday Driver in one of the movies. I think it was The Brain That Wouldn't Die. And I put the song in the movie. And I'm going to be making a music video of it. The song is basically inspired. It was inspired by, and I thought the idea for the song like 20 years ago when I lived in Phoenix. Because, you know, in Phoenix, everybody drives like they're being chased by the cops. So when you get on the road, you know, if the speed limit out there was 75, people are doing 90. You know, out on the freeway. On the surface streets, all the speed limits were 45. Everyone was doing 55 to 60. So if you got behind somebody that wasn't doing at least 60, they were going too slow. And I experienced it. I'd be like, oh, they're all Sunday drivers, you know. And they always came out on the weekends, or it was the snowbirds, the people from up north that moved to Phoenix during the wintertime back home, so they could get away from the cold, and they come out to Arizona with their big giant Lincolns, you know, the big boats that they drove, and they get on the roads, the surface streets during the middle of the day, and just putz around, going to the drugstore to pick up their prescriptions and stuff. And it was so annoying. You'd be on the way to work, and there'd be some old fart in front of you, putzing around, you know. I call them Sunday drivers. So this song was inspired and pretty much in my head, written out there, but I never got around to really finishing the song until a couple of months ago. I finally worked on it and wrote it and recorded it. And I really love this song. It's the blues. It's like a 12-bar blues. that I think you'll all enjoy. And we'll see what happens with that. I've been producing this video. It's a combination of me and my Zontarski outfit with green screen in my car, because it's basically the premise of the video is I get in my car to go see my girlfriend, and I get behind a Sunday driver who's driving too slow, and I'm running late for my girlfriend to see my girlfriend. And the other part of it's going to be AI. I'm creating it in ImagineArt.ai and some in Sora. And I haven't quite finished it yet because there's some scenes I haven't figured out how to finish. But it's really turning out really well. I'm really excited about that. It's gonna really turn out well. I like AI. I like it and I hate it. It's like a love-hate thing, because I can tell that it's pulling stuff from other people's work, which isn't right. So you can't copyright anything you make in AI, and you can't publish it. You can't use AI really too much because it's pulling from other sources. So people are finding out there's all kinds of copyright infringements with AI. But I love it from the perspective, like creating this video. And the only other way for me to produce this video would have been to either hire a very expensive design crew to come up with spaceships and things like that I would have had needed for the video, or to go into some of these other platforms and learn how to create things that would take me months and months and months to learn. What is the name of that? There's a platform where you can create three-dimensional art. I can't think of the name of it right now. But I was working in it to try to create an alien for the video months ago, and it's like, oh my God, the process is like so arduous. And with AI, you just type in a prompt. Well, what I've done with ImagineArt is I've taken a photograph of me, Zontarski, and I put it in to Imagine AI, upload it to AI, and then it makes a video based off of what I'm wearing. It looks just like me. So if I put a picture of me, like the actual me in the video, it would look just like me in the video. So it's identical, me moving and stuff like that. So I've got a girlfriend in it that's an alien. This really sexy alien woman is my girlfriend in it. She's got a purple mohawk and a sundress, a skimpy little sundress, and she's anxiously waiting my arrival as I try to get around this old lady who was driving slowly in front of me on the way to see her. So I think you'll like it. I think you'll have a good time with it. I wonder what this place is. So hope you're all gonna have a good weekend. You have a good time this weekend. Be safe, whatever you decide to do. Hopefully where you are, the weather is nice. It's beautiful here. I'm doing this today with my wife at a doctor's appointment, and then we're going to go home and I'm going to interview Logan. And we may go out for like a late lunch or an early dinner or something like that. I don't know. We may not have time because he's got to go visit a friend. And then this weekend, not much is going on. Pretty much laid back. I'll be editing a documentary and a few other things. I'm constantly working, constantly working. I'm always creating something, and I'm writing songs, I'm creating videos, I'm creating music videos. I'm making videos here for YouTube. I'm making videos for the Zontarski Midnight Mutant channel. If you're not familiar with Midnight Mutant Theater, that's my alter ego. It comes out in the form of Zontarski, where I make fun of these old, terrible B movies from the 50s and 60s. Movies like The Brain That Wouldn't Die and Plan 9 from Outer Space. I have a lot of fun making them. It's a lot of work, believe it or not. That mask that I wear, I got it from Immortal Masks in Los Angeles. And that thing weighs easily 15 pounds. and you sweat profusely when you have that thing. I was like, oh my God, you're just drenched in sweat, and it's just like, I could probably go like this and do like neck curls with it. It's so heavy. But it's an awesome mask. I love this mask. I spent a lot of money for that mask. It took like 6 months for them to make it. And I really love this mask, and I just like doing it because I was inspired by local monster movie hosts here, Big Chuck and Houlihan and Little John, Superhost, and The Ghoul with Ron Swede, who was the host of The Ghoul. And I was a little kid, and I just loved what they did, and I just thought, hey, why don't I do something like that? It's not real popular yet. I know a lot of people here do that. There's the Mummy and the Monkey, which are from Cleveland. I think they've been at it for years, and I've noticed, you know, they have a really original shtick too. But I've watched their followers. They don't have a huge amount of followers, which they should, but I have a feeling the whole monster movie host thing has kind of died off for some reason. Who knows why it has. But I love doing it. And the last movie I did was the Phantom Planet, and that movie was just so awful. I just wonder how people get the money or the budgets or the producers to make these films back then. There seems to have been an agenda back in the day to try to scare people into thinking about nuclear war and aliens from space. It's really strange. And it seems like the theme of movies hasn't really changed all that much. It's all about scaring you or making you think about things. Unless it's Superman. I wonder what the theme is in Superman. I haven't seen the new Superman yet. But these old movies are just, the plots are terrible, the script is terrible, the pacing is terrible, the editing is terrible. And so I like to make fun of them. So we shall see. So I'm going to sign off here. I hope you all have a great weekend and enjoy the weather. Have a safe weekend. Let's see what these people are doing next to me. Everybody's in a hurry. And we'll see what happens. I guess they're going into the doctor too. So let me know in the comments if you've seen The Artist, a documentary. If you want to see my documentary, The Artist, a documentary, it's on Amazon. If you haven't seen Midnight Mutant Theater, just do a search for Midnight Mutant Theater or Zontarsky. And I've been doing that for a couple of months. And check it out, baby. All right, guys. You guys have a good weekend, and I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye.